How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the block, and today we are checking out Fallout Episode 2 and 3 review, and boy, what a treat. What performances we have here. It's such a breath of fresh air, given that Stranger Things has dropped the ball for their final season. So, really excited to dive in and get into this, and there will be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen them yet, go watch Fallout. Highly recommend it. It's a blast. So we get it kind of picks up kind of where it left off, except they actually bring in Maximus in this season, and we get back to the Brotherhood stuff, which in my opinion was the weakest part of season one. But they've actually got me invested this time. Okay, Maximus has climbed the ranks very quick after the events of the first one, but he's realizing pretty quickly that he's just a tool, and he's just going to be used as a tool. And the dynamic is still there between the ghoul and Lucy. Still the highlight of the show. Still fantastic, great. Like I said, I'm not going to do too much spoilers, but I'll probably pick out some. There's some great action sequences here, and they're cheesy in the best kind of way. The cheesy in a way that it fits in the show. All right. The flashbacks to Walton Goggins' character back when he was human, and the dynamic between all this stuff going on with the company, him and his wife, the bombs, the inevitability that the bombs are going to drop, the build up for the confrontation between him and House is just it's building up, and it's going great, and we see some great parts. So at the end of episode 2, we get Lucy has left the ghoul behind. She decides to give another character a stim pack, and he leaves this line, "Golden rule, motherfucker," and she explains to him that the golden rule is for humans, and she will never be like him. He is the only reason Lucy has survived this far. Other people helping her is the only reason. She is very talented, but she's so naive that this outside world, and I like the duality of that. Like, she was brought up in a way that does not fit her current surroundings, and that fish out of water type mentality is really cool. So we get the ghoul laying there with dog meat, and he's kind of reminiscing and realizing he's alone and wishing things had turned out different back before the bombs dropped. He's sad, he's alone, he's depressed, he can't find his family. And Lucy lays some on him. He's like, will your family even like who you've become? Like, will they even accept you? And that's a good point. That's a good point. But as far as I can see, his wife's way worse than he is. She's one of the people that was wanting to drop the bombs. So we don't catch up. Let's see here. All the vault dwellers that got all uncryogenically frozen escape into the wasteland. We don't see anything or hear anything from them in episode 3. So I imagine we're going to come back around on those later in the season, and they've made their own little group, faction, if you will. So, but Lucy takes the woman that she chose to give the stim pack to over the ghoul, and she tries to take her home. Immediately decapitated. I'm not too familiar with the Legion, but they dress up like Spartans and Roman soldiers, and so. But apparently she lost her Spartan out there, so she was immediately decapitated right in front of Lucy. And then they have this line. Oh yeah, and then removes the helmet. And who is it? It's Macaulay Culkin, Mr. Home Alone. And God, he's all grown up, and it's just, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know. Apparently he's playing a character from the games, New Vegas. I've been very straightforward in saying that I've only played Fallout 4. All right, but it is really cool to see him, and they start talking about Prima Noctis, where the Emperor pretty much just gets to bang whoever he wants, whenever he wants, and they're of higher value if they're a virgin. And she's like, "What the fuck are you? I'm not a virgin," and they're calling him Kazar, and she's like, "I'm pretty sure it's Caesar." So she's on this whole other level of intelligence and like knowledge that these people just can't even comprehend what she's going on about. It's kind of like watching her talk to monkeys, and so essentially. They tie her up on a cross and let her roast in the sun. The ghoul digs the stinger out of his leg and finally gets up, and he's struggling with it, but he decides he's gonna go save her anyhow because he needs her. And I don't know what kind of his underlying background plan is to use Lucy, but I'm sure he's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Um, he's very stone hearted. His life has worn him down to where he is just rough edges all over. So, at least at this point, I'm pretty sure he didn't just save her out of the goodness of his heart. He needs her to use her for something. And then he plants explosives to make it seem like they're of the other legions. They've got like a standoff little civil war in this camp. And so he plants explosives so they can pretty much fight each other and kill each other, and we'll see where that goes. But they escape, and then Maximus, they've had someone come down from the Commonwealth, which they were organizing kind of a civil war with all the factions against the Commonwealth, but they sent one of their own guys down, so they know. And this guy kind of woos Maximus, explains to him, "Hey, you and I are the same. We're tools. We're treated like tools, but over here in the Commonwealth, we actually run things." And so he invites him onto their little helicopters. I can't remember what they call them in the game, but and he's like, "Oh wait, I gotta go get my power suit." He's like, "Dude, I've got extras." And like Maximus is like, "They give you extras? What?" So we do have a little scene earlier on where, God, I can't remember his name. He was Titus's original apprentice, and he became a ghoul essentially. He got shot in the neck with an arrow in season 1 and pulled it out. It healed, and he's running a sweatshop with children that are pretty much just popping off bottle caps of an old soda factory. He has this whole monologue like, "Why aren't you making me money? What's going on? What's your problem?" And he's got most kids. He inspires them with the phrase, "Most kids are dead by this age." So apparently this is a good thing. All right, you got a good thing going here. He also drops the line like, "We're only 12 hours into the shift, guys. Come on, only 10 more hours to go." So that's kind of reflective of how some of the jobs I've had in my life kind of felt. So it was a really funny experience. But anyhow, they find signs of life, and so they got to go in there and exterminate whatever that life is living out in the Fallout zone. So they power armor up, go in there. They fight a robot, have a really good time. They introduce a little rocket hammer, which it's whatever. It's game canon. I'm not even going to get into why that hammer would be super ineffective, but anyhow, and then they find all these children. All right, and some of them are infected like ghouls almost, and other ones are humans. And so this new guy from the Commonwealth, he separates them out, and he's like, "Look, why don't all the wrinkly ones stay over here, and all the non-wrinkly ones go over there?" He's like, "Close your eyes." And Maximus is like, "Dude, don't. They're kids. Don't kill them." He's like, "We have to. Them's the rules." And Maximus ends up killing him with the hammer. And this essentially sets up that I don't see how there's not going to be a war between the Brotherhood factions now. They just killed like one of their primary representatives. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. I'm more invested in Maximus this season, But still, Lucy and the Ghoul are carrying this show so hard. Their dynamic is excellent. Walton Goggins always puts on a fantastic performance every single time. So, and that's kind of where it's left off. You know, Lucy's saved. They're still heading towards the father, who is in a base, and he's trying to perfect the mind control technique of this little mechanism they put in the back of their head, and heads keep exploding. We also get a little bit of Maximus's origin. Uh, he lived in what was the name of that goddamn town? I'm drawing a blank. Shady something. But it's the town that got nuked, and it turns out Lucy's father helped nuke them. And but anyhow, we show what kind of life he was living as a child, and it was kind of nice. You know, his father loved him, his mother loved him. They had a great community in this town, and someone with one of those mind control devices just pulls in a cart, and it's got a nuke on it with a timer. And his dad tries to defuse it. He can't do it. He puts him in the ice box, and that's kind of where the bomb goes off, and that's where we get the flashback of Maximus stepping out after the explosion, and he gets recruited by the Brotherhood. So that was a very, very cool moment. Really loving everything in the show. Like I said, no one is normal. No one in this show. Lucy, for all of her quirks, acts more normal than anyone else in this series. And it's kind of crazy because it's like everyone else is so insane that they view her as insane. Like they view her as stupid, and it's I kind of feel that way with the brain rot and stuff now. Like everyone else has this crazy view of the world, this insane, wacky kind of tilt to them that I'm just like, huh? Like when they explain stuff, I'm like, I don't get it. Like I don't understand people today for the most part. Like they just blow my mind. They're constantly doing this on their phones, like people driving doing this on their phone and getting into wrecks, and it blows my mind. Like so I feel like the world has gone insane, and I'm the only sane person. But when I talk, I seem insane to them because that's how far gone they are. So I feel like I'm pretty common sense, pretty straightforward, pretty logical individual. But I feel like everyone else feels that way about themselves, so it's kind of crazy. Um, but right now, this season's setting at like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for me. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait till the next episode drops. Let's see here. I stopped doing content to take a break. I did TikTok Tuesday. And I came back on the 1st, so this video, I dropped Monday through Friday, so this video should drop Monday, so a little late to the party, but I had to cover Stranger Things first. And then we'll have another TikTok Tuesday, and then I got some other content coming to you guys, so no worries, we're set there. But how are you enjoying Fallout? Have you watched any of it yet? Let me know in the comments. Let me know down in the comments, because as a huge Fallout fan, I'm not. Like I said, I only played the one game, but I'm even catching references here, like little Easter eggs and stuff. So as a Fallout fan, let me know down in the comments, like how hyped are you for this? Where something is taking an IP that you love, and they're adapting it, and they're doing it justice, and they're leaving little Easter eggs for you everywhere, and you're like, oh, that's the thing. Oh, that's the thing. Like, I'm curious, because I don't think I've had anything do that for me in a long time. And, I don't know. I would really like that. Even Mortal Kombat let me down. I will say Mortal Kombat was the best Mortal Kombat we've gotten so far, but it wasn't, you know... if you saw it, you know. Alright, so yeah, those are my thoughts on Fallout so far. Episode 2 and 3 of Season 2. Just really, really great characters, really great plot, really interesting, intriguing things that me, not being a fan, I don't have the answers to right now. So we get to build up and see what's going on. And so, yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And I don't know who all is safe. I don't know if the ghoul even really has a reason to live outside of finding his family. Like if he gets there and they're dead, like what does that mean for his character in this? That's something that keeps me invested because I'm curious. So, yeah, if they ever remaster New Vegas or remake it or whatever, I'd be happy to go back. But dude, I've seen it. It looks rough. It has not aged well. So probably won't be playing it until something like that happens, which isn't out of the realm of possibility with the world of remakes we're living in. But yeah, I'm sitting at like I'm gonna be conservative here, but I'm gonna give Fallout Season 2 so far a solid 8 out of 10. I think that is fair, and I think there is room to grow there. And I don't really have any major complaints about the show so far. I've been thoroughly entertained every time I've turned it on. So, yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys next time right here back on the blog. And you have a great start of your new year. Talk to y'all guys later. Bye.